Good morning, everybody. Good morning from another week here in the Philippines. Another work week. Yeah, another week of doing projects. I got out and rode that bike yesterday and I enjoyed it so much I just wanted to keep on rolling. uh, well, trying to get things going here. The guys, it's almost their work time. They're gathering up out here right now. We're going to get this day started. So this morning we're going to get started on a little bit of the planking or the framework on this bridge. Not all of it, just a little bit. I want to get the wood that I have here used and then see what I need from there. Right in the center, yeah.
How deep, sir?
We're gonna go maybe a ½ inch deep. A little more. Just a little bit more. Yeah, it should work.
You go to pa daw, sir? Okay.
No, I didn't go. I rode my bike over and down that street right in front of it, but it's super crowded, super busy. But I think the boats, I looked over there, they were all out. I think they were in the race right then. Yeah, but I didn't go hang out. Yeah, try that one. I think it'd be fine. Yeah, there you go. Lift it up.
What this one, sir?
Yeah, go ahead and.
Patamulan sa
Yeah.
okay, t-shirt din to.
Yeah. And got my foot. So I bought these warp boards on purpose. I picked them out already bent and warped, and it gave me a lot of the arch that I already wanted. But the one on the other side's not arched quite as much as this one. So we're gonna take some concrete weight and some rope or binders and hang on it and let it just hang there. Maybe get it wet and let it start pulling a warp over into it. There you go. Yeah, let it hang. Yeah, maybe it's a good idea to get one of those others with the rope over there too. So I grabbed an old beach towel out of the garage, and or actually a heavy duty bath towel, and we got some heavy concrete weight hanging there, and we're just gonna keep soaking that. That's enough. That's enough. We'll just add everyone here. Just pour some on the wood back here too. Main thing is that towel hold that moisture. Yeah, that helped out a lot, man. That'll hang there a few hours. It'll be good. We'll leave that weight on there until we attach the ones on the other side.
Get nylon, sir. Put nylon.
Yeah, we need to put nylon back across because we're gonna have to dig those other two holes. You're right. You are right. That bridge is gonna be beautiful once it's done, and the liner's in on this, and stone and water, all of it, man. It's just going to be beautiful. And then this channel here is going to curve right here. It's not going to go straight and run into this room. And there's gabions underneath me right here. We're going to go out on one side of that, right out over here where Francis is walking, and to right over here. So coming across here, we're going to dig it out and curve it. It's gonna be really cool. And then we just throw all this stuff back, and it's building up a berm in a low place. Inside the cabinet here, Joel's back to work today. He's still not feeling 100%, but he's back. And I had him put this insulation up in the ceiling. And it's not really about insulating the bathroom, it's about odors and humidity. So, if of course somebody uses CR in here, we're just going to put bamboo slat on the ceiling like this, and it's got gaps, so you don't want the beautiful aromas to go floating into the whole room. So we need a aroma retainer. So I said, you know what, we got some of that insulation left, put it up there in the ceiling, and then attach your bamboo on like this is here, and that'll give it a background behind it. So that is what he's did, and we've already got a bunch of this prepared outside, and he's about to start installing it up in there in that ceiling. So what I'm working on doing here is I'm gonna build this arch bridge and have this little river down through here and all, and I'm just having a little fun here with this place. It's being Texas Filipino, and I'm naming the rooms after cities in Texas, right? So if you go even right now to Airbnb, you'll see there's a Houston room. That's the corner room right here. And the room next to it is the Corpus Christi. And the room down there on the corner is the Laredo. And a couple I'm tossed up about which name in Texas I'm going to use. And believe it or not, I'm from Dallas. I hadn't even come up with one for Dallas or Fort Worth yet. We'll see. Maybe that's going to be a penthouse suite. But this is going to be my little mini San Antonio river walk with a bridge going over it. And I'll have a little path alongside of it. And that's going to be my little mini San Antonio river walk. So tell me what you think about that. That is the whole premise behind it. Have that nice arch bridge going over, and that little channel, and just a little theme, you know, a little fun, a little humor with it. That's something Filipinos just absolutely love. And I'm gonna put some little pictorial places around on it. I think I'll probably do up like a cowboy and cowgirl and all, that you can, you know, put your Put your face up there and take pictures, you know, with a real cartoony cowboy and cowgirl, maybe with the big old boots and spurs and chaps on and a larger than life cowboy hat, 10-gallon hat. You know, just have fun. Maybe sheriff's badge on there, you know. Just have fun. Have fun, man. So even the adults, let them have fun. Let them take a picture and just enjoy life. That's the main thing. Just enjoy life. Well, we just got back from picking up more lumber right there for the bridge project, and it's going to be so cool, man. I'm just excited to put this on there, make it happen. All right, we're over here hand picking out lumber. Let me show you what's going on here. I want this to flare out as you're approaching the bridge. I want it to be wide and get narrow up over the bridge, and then the other side it flare back open again. So you have a wide pathway. Maybe you're coming from this way, maybe you're coming from this way, and you approach right up on. So this one's curved pretty good, pretty natural. Already had a really great warp in it that I can utilize that. This one has a little bit of a warp in it, but not as much. So we've got it set up here. We got it nailed on with some 4-inch nails up here. And what we're going to do is I left these way past because we got a notch around this pole for our decking. That way it gives us more even to the inside of the nail tube right there. And we're gonna notch one of these boards. That's going to be our first boards, our first two we're going to put on. That's our decking for this up here. We're using a true 2x across there on it, and when we do that we can nail it in here and here, and we'll get the one here on the other side too, and that'll lock all of this. So when I pull on this to bend it, it's not just going to pull out down here. It's got something that's already locked into. You know, it's not just on this and rock and pull the nails out. It'll now be tied across. So that's the plan on that. We picked out a good one over there for it, and he's getting the ends squared up right now. And we'll put the first 2 pieces of decking on, then we'll bend our shape here. We can't finish digging our river until we have our bridge. Let's flip that over so the square side's up. And because we need to dig across over and we don't want to block the path to the beach. So, is it flush over there? Let's set that one to this side. Yeah. While I was doing that, I picked out a center support board that we'll get nailed in. Probably had to tow it in on here side before we put this plank on. Yeah, and this will fit up there. It'll work. So yeah, let's go ahead and tow a couple nails in on that real quick. Go ahead and go up there and slide it over. Pull the tape between, see what your measurement is. Huh? How much?
53.
63. So that'd be 31 and a half. Where's it at right now? Actually, it's almost right on it right there. Yep. Dead on right there. You think it looks pretty good, Nelly? Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. And then we're going to push in on that. I think they're going to be ready for you to set that post over there. Because I want you to make sure it is straight both ways.
Add one.
Yeah, go ahead. Add one in there. Yep, the river walk under construction.
Okay. May pa. Okay ka?
Well, here we are on the bridge right now. I have to go pick up a little bit more lumber again, probably more than one time. He's getting some deliveries in down there, so some of it we kind of picked through, and the sizes we were going to have a lot of drops and waste, or just some of it was too thick. But he said he had another delivery coming in, so we'll go back down and pick up more lumber. But I think it's coming along great. This middle one here, we got to pull it around once we get a board here in the back, and when we cut some of these posts off up here that are too high, the cutoffs on those we'll dig in right here and put for our little short ones at the back where it's coming down to the ground. But it's going to feather out on the ends. This one here will get bent out just a little bit more. This will get centered up. This one's curved around about the way I want it. And of course we got that one there to trim off, do a little squaring up. Let's get over here and get a side view. It is coming right along though, man. It's really awesome. So got this load of what was supposed to be ready mixed sand and gravel. And what it means by ready mix is it's ready to mix with concrete. It's already proportioned with sand and gravel with aggregate in it. And they brought it here and they tried to dump it on me. They did dump it on me, even as I was telling them no, no, no. He kept on dumping it whole butt. They knew what they were doing. And it's full of dirt. Can't use it. It's just full of freaking dirt. And they dumped it on me right in the way. And then they're still going to try to sell it to me, but they're going to try to discount it down. Now get this, they wanted $10,500 for that truckload, right? $10,500. I bought a topsoil load, and that's 10 cubic meters right there. So 10,500, 10 cubic meters. On the other side of the drive, I bought 20 cubic meters of topsoil, and it only cost me 6,000 pesos for the whole truckload. Then he said, oh, I'll discount down that dirty sand and gravel. Well, I still can't use it. It's still dirty sand and gravel. It's not even good for growing, you know. It might just be good to spread out over there and park on, but I didn't need something to spread out over there and park on. So, oh, he's gonna take 500 pesos off. I said, I don't want it. I don't want it. Your guy shouldn't have dumped it. We were telling him no, and he just did it and went on. So it's just sitting there, and they sent somebody over here that said that they want to know what's my decision on it. The decision is I will give them a couple thousand pesos for it for getting it off of their hands, and I'll spread it out on the ground right there. It's really in my way, and until we get this all settled, I can't even touch it, because then they can make claim we used it then. So they can always come over here and shovel it back up in a truck, or they can sell it to me cheap, and I'll still be losing money because it's something I didn't need, and I'll have to just get it spread and out of the way. Yeah, crazy. So a different guy came today from 2 towns down from me. A gal showed up here. First we thought it was the guy that's from the place that came from, but it's not. He was a different guy, and he had heard that we needed clean sand and gravel. He come here, he's driving a nice pickup and all, and nice gentleman, and he swears that he can deliver 20 cubic meter truck tomorrow from me, a gal, and it's still he offered initially 1,000 per cubic, because it's a sought after item right now. I'm gonna tell you, there's so much building going on here in Iloilo that they are having a hard time sourcing clean sand and gravel to build with, so it's become a commodity. Make note of that. Make note of that. And we don't want to be using beach sand out here mixing. Now I'll tell you, you see these blocks right here? This is sand that we dug up right here, that we'll hit clean patches of sand right here as we're digging out for something, and it'll have some stone and stuff already in it, and I'll tell them save that as ready mix, and we'll pour things like these pads, stuff like that that's non-structural, with some of that salty sand. We'll put it around these posts with that salty sand. Hell, it'll keep the termites out, but nothing structural. It needs to be clean sand. That house is built off clean sand. Nothing structural like that. So just don't do it. So nevertheless, the house is all built off clean sand and aggregate that we had trucked in, but right now it is hard to get. And another problem, they said, is they clean that stone and they clean that sand even, and now sometimes they'll flush water through it and make all the organic debris and everything go out of it. But they said also, Mel was on the phone with some distributors that we've dealt with quite a bit, and they don't have any, and they said that there's not even any water right now to clean it, and that's another problem they're having. So this El Nino going on here for the west side of us here in the Philippines. I know the east side, really down low, down in Mindanao, which is far south of us. Some people don't realize how far north and south the Philippines go, but way down there, yeah, they on that east side coming across off the Pacific, they've been getting a lot of rain, but the western side of the country going up has not, even up in Luzon. And the El Nino has really hit. Like as I said, wells are going dry, people are having to get water delivered. 2017 we had this also, and then what will happen after that is probably about May or June, we'll probably end up finishing out this year with above normal rainfall. They said it's probably going to spring over from being an El Nino to an El Niña in just a click. Well, let's look inside the cabinet here at the ceiling project. So check this out. This is up here in the CR, and Joel's been knocking that out too, and he's been prepping more. So let's check out how the river banks are looking. Look how the river banks are doing. Well, I tell you what, man, they're getting this thing looking really good across there. Let me go to the other end, shine back this way, and look at that bridge, man. You can just see it's gonna have a nice little angle, a little curve in it, and dome up, man. We got concrete weights hanging on the wood. We got a tile soaking one of them and all, and pulling more of a curve in it overnight. And that's the nice thing about getting that mahogany one. It's pretty fresh still, you know. You can still do a little torquing and bending on it. So here we are down here. They're widening out the mouth of the river. Yeah, they're widening it out. They've been taking all the dirt and spreading it out, and they're making that nice wide berm bank that I want, man. That nice like a sand dune coming up. Still want to get it way higher than that, so we'll probably use some trucked in material and fill it up even more. And what he's doing there, he's pouring salt water. He's going out to the ocean getting salt water and pouring in that sand, because it's hard to dig that dry sand without it just collapsing. So pour water over it, and then it'll stay clumped together, and it's easier to shovel it out of there. This area right in here, Miller, right here, it's going to be our deepest spot, because that's where I'm going to pump water from. That's going to pump back down to the other end. Okay, there's going to be a pump and a pipe underneath going all the way to the other end, so we need a lowest spot to be where the pump is. So all of this has got to be lower than the other end. Yeah, so we're going to dig this little area right in here. We're going to dig it down lower. Okay, slope it back down this way.